Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new Too Faced Holiday Collection palette. They came out with 3 different kind of box sets for their collection, which is really cute. I know one of them is Le Grand Chateau. I have the Le Grand Palais? I could totally be butchering this French word. And there's one other one that I cannot think of, but they come in kind of like this box set. The Chateau is green, this one is pink. It looks so beautiful all together, but this one really caught my eye. I didn't really go for the Chateau because it seemed to be smaller and the colors didn't really catch my eyes as much as the colors in this one did. So this is the box that it comes in. Super cute, kind of like a present. Like if you bought this for somebody, you wouldn't even need to wrap it for them. The actual palette looks exactly like the box does, kind of like a big bow, big kind of box present with the words Too Faced on it, obviously. So to open up the palette, which is the most adorable packaging I have ever seen. They've really like kicked every other holiday collection that's been released this year out of the waters. It's amazing. So the box opens with the lid coming off like this, and then you kind of set it down and you open the box up. Is this not the most adorable and prettiest like way to display makeup ever? You have this tiny little staircase, which is so Parisian and cute, and it's so adorable. It's my favorite part of this entire palette, oddly enough. But they do include a Shadow Insurance, a Too Faced melted lipstick in the color Melted Peony. It's a really pretty kind of bright pink. I don't know why they would put that in this one for the holidays, because it's more of a spring and summer color, but nonetheless they're really great formulations and that color is actually really pretty. And then they also include a deluxe size of their Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which you guys know I am currently obsessed with. It's a really great mascara. And then on the side you have kind of like little shopping bags, their chocolate bar palette on display, and this cute little mannequin with a gorgeous kind of like black tie event dress and pearls. And this is just the cutest way to display any kind of makeup product, and they did such a great job. So that's the top. So when you get to the bottom, you kind of lift this lid up and that's where all your eyeshadows are going to be. But the best part about this is that the eyeshadow palette does come out. So if you're traveling, you can definitely just take this out and travel with you instead of bringing this kind of chunky hunk of a box. So this does come out, which is amazing. So you open it up and there's no mirror or anything, just really cute, a really cute picture of the Eiffel Tower. Just so Parisian and so beautiful. I'm in love with this collection just for the packaging alone. And then you have your eyeshadows and your face products. 3 kind of highlighted under eye setter colors, 2 blushes, another highlight, and their Sun Bunny bronzer, which is what I have on right now. Actually, everything I have on my face is from this palette right now. So I'm just gonna get straight into the review and tell you if this is worth your money or not. This palette retails for $58 on Sephora's and Too Faced's website. Although I love the presentation of this palette and the display and the packaging, all that gets an A+ from me. But for the quality of the shadows and the products that they give you, it sucks. And it's so weird because Too Faced comes out with really amazing quality shadows. Their Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette is one of my favorite palettes, although you guys never see me use it, but it's actually one of my favorites, and the quality of that palette is amazing. It rivals with Lorac and Urban Decay. But for some reason the shimmers and the glittery ones in here just totally are disappointing. Don't get me wrong, some of them are really beautiful and have great pigmentation, but just the colors that I was most excited about totally disappointed me, which really sucks, because the pink and the blue and the purple and the green in here is what really drew my eyes, because everything else is pretty much neutral. So you can make a really great neutral eye and get a really good smoky pretty eye for everyday looks. But I wanted to try out the bolder colors just to, you know, once in a while you want to play with color. And this pink is really gorgeous. The purple and the blue look so beautiful. But you put them on your eye and it's like you didn't put anything on your eye at all. Swatching it is even worse. It's so flaky. It's so sheer. Oddly enough, the mattes in here are gorgeous, really pigmented, really buttery, which is weird because most of the time you encounter mattes to be the problem of a palette. They're usually kind of chalky and aren't as pigmented as the shimmery colors. But in this case, the mattes totally blows the shimmers out of the water. Cobblestone and City Lights are probably my two favorite colors from this palette. The other colors are just so-so. Even this color right here called String of Lights, which I was really excited to use because it kind of looks like a icy blue periwinkle. It looks really gorgeous, and I thought that would be a really great kind of one shadow look for a holiday look. But it was so sheer and chalky and flaky. It was just so disappointing. We'll do some swatches really quick. White Christmas is a really pretty kind of snow white, great for your inner corners or if you want to highlight your brow bone. Satin Sheets, I believe, is part of their permanent collection. It's a really pretty kind of golden pink highlight. Vintage Lace is what I have on my brow bone right now. It's a really pretty pale yellow, looks really natural right underneath your brow bone. Delightful is a really pretty kind of shimmery pale pink. That one has great pigmentation. Moon on Their Wings is a really pretty kind of rose gold champagne color, also a shimmer, really nice pigmentation. Cobblestone is one of my favorites in here. It's a really great mid-tone brown to blend out your crease color or put in your crease to kind of define that really naturally. Really great color. City Lights is kind of a clay orangey brown, which is beautiful for the fall and the winter time, just in your crease or as a one shadow eye look. Dreamlight is a taupey plum, really great pigmentation, super pretty. String of Lights is really disappointing. It's kind of a icy blue with periwinkle and kind of a teal glitter effect in it. Really flaky, not pigmented at all, kind of disappointing. Yule Log has great pigmentation. It's a really dark shimmery brown, great for your outer crease or to line your eyes with. Wishlist is your typical kind of holiday gold color. That'll be really pretty on its own, which is a little bit of a winged liner. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Arc de Triomphe is a gorgeous kind of pale purple rose gold taupey color. It's a shimmer, great pigmentation. That is what I have on my lid, I believe. Belle Femme is a great dark chocolate matte brown, great for your outer crease or to line your eyes. Stiletto is probably one of the most pigmented black eyeshadow that I've ever used. Just a swatch of it is super pigmented, super opaque, and it's not chalky or flaky at all, which makes it a really great liner. Eiffel is kind of a teal olive color, great pigmentation when you swatch it on your fingers, but when you kind of dip your brush in it and then apply it to your eyelids, it's not pigmented at all, really disappointing. Midnight in Paris is one of the most disappointing colors in this entire palette. I was so excited to use it, and I kind of bought this palette for this color. It looks like a gorgeous peacock teal blue in the palette, but once you swatch it or even apply it to your eyelids with a brush, it just kind of flakes off. There's barely anything there. Champs-Élysées is a really pretty dusty purple. It would look really pretty for girls who have darker features, so if you have dark eyes, dark hair, this color on your lids would look gorgeous. And lastly, Party Dress is your vibrant Barbie pink. It has okay pigmentation when you swatch it, but again, as soon as you put it on your eye, it's kind of disappointing. Stardust is a dusty coral color. The pigmentation is okay. It's what I have on my cheeks, but you really have to build up the color to get the color to show up. Skyline is even more disappointing. It would be a gorgeous, gorgeous, very unique blush color if the pigmentation was what it's supposed to be. It's kind of an orchid pink purple blush, really unique color but really poor pigmentation. Blush is a really powdery cheek highlight. It's what I have on my cheeks right now. It does an okay job at highlighting, but nothing special or unique, so it's kind of for me. Sun Bunny is of course part of their permanent collection. It's a little bit too dark for my skin right now, even though I wore it today. But for the summertime and the springtime, it would look really pretty as an all-over bronze look. And those were all the swatches for what came in this palette. So again, for $58, I just don't think this is worth it, especially because this is the main focus of the palette. Everything else is kind of more deluxe sizes. Your mascara, your lip product, and your eyeshadow primer. Everything else is deluxe size, so really you're paying for this palette alone, and for $60 I just don't think it's worth it. If the colors were better pigmented and swatched better or even applied to my eyes better. It's unfortunate because as a whole the colors are gorgeous. You can create a bunch of different eye looks, but it doesn't help that it's not pigmented enough. You can't really do anything with it. So this one was kind of a bummer for me. So that is it for my review on the Too Faced Le Grande Palais palette. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you were looking to pick this up, I hope I gave you a little bit of insight on whether you should pick it up or not. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.